It's comments like this why I forever will be at war with Chelsea fans. I used to live 10 minutes from Stamford Bridge, and every single time Chelsea won, especially when they lost, Chelsea fans would throw rubbish in my parents' front lawn, and we would go to war with them, as in argue, tell them not to do it. And I have been at war with Chelsea fans since then. I've kind of calmed down because during the last, I would say, 15 years, things have been great for us. But now I'm resurrecting that war because it's comments like this that gets me mad. I don't wait for something big to happen to call out a player. Shout out to my Chelsea fans that know ball knowledge, because you have the eye. And when I say the eye, as in you have the eagle eye, when it comes to, you can see small cracks and be like, do you know what, right? That's a big problem. It's the Chelsea fans that have zero ball knowledge that wait for a big miss, like Jackson to miss all these chances. Oh, it's Jackson's fault. Pochettino, we lose 5-0 to Arsenal. It's Pochettino's fault. I don't wait for the big things to happen. For me, the cracks started showing from January. Yes, there's been highs and lows. You know, the Man United game, for example, great high. I think that for me was all momentum and all Cole Palmer, got nothing to do with tactics. When it comes to a derby, sometimes tactics goes out the window. Sometimes decisions goes our way, and then we benefit from them. That happens. It's football. It had nothing to do with this guy here. And then you got other Chelsea fans calling for the owners to go out to leave the club. I'm sorry, but if there's any Arsenal and Man United fans listening to this, how long has it taken your club to get rid of the dead wood? Because it took the current owners one summer to do it. And all of a sudden, now results are not going your way. You want the owners out? You ungrateful little brats. Look at the work that Todd has been doing, and yet you want him out? For me, you got to give the owners one more season to get a really good manager. Once they get a really talented manager and a really good squad, and it still doesn't work, you got to look at the ownership. If there's sanctions that are happening, you got to look at the ownership. But right now, it's the tactics which is the problem. And if the owners are going to continually bring in these managers that don't know nothing, then yes, we can look at the owners. Right now, they've done wrong with Potter. They've done wrong with Pochettino. Third time's a charm. They do it again, then we can start talking about the owners. Until now, don't talk. I will forever be at war with Chelsea fans, especially the ones with ball knowledge, because you are ungrateful, you are blind, and then you make comments like this, and you wait for these big decisions to happen, and then say, oh, it's this person's fault, that person's fault. The ones with true ball knowledge don't wait for the big things to happen. The small things can happen, and we're like, do you know what? That is something that needs to be changed. And if it keeps happening again, it's happened the Sheffield game, it happened in the Burnley game, where these halftime team talks has led us to drop points. That is a massive issue. And the late substitutions and the rubbish lineup and the poor personnel. And the thing is, the only good thing Poch can do is the fact that he's good at man management. That's it, in terms of getting on with players and getting onto a more personal basis with these players. In terms of tactical knowledge, tactical awareness and depth, and a plan A and a plan B, and making the right subs and making big decisions in big situations, this guy can't do it. And if you can tell me he does, I'm sorry, you don't know what you're talking about. Because the only time this guy got his decisions right was at Southampton. Couldn't do it at Spurs, couldn't do it at PSG, when even he had Messi in his team.